Hey guys.
Welcome everybody.
Hi, I'm Sarah with Funkified.
And I'm Chris with FunkyBrims.
Yeah.
Appreciate you making it on tonight.
Welcome to our live.
Welcome to our live.
Yeah, I'm going to go share it and we'll get started.
All right. So we'll wait for just a minute for everyone else to get on. But again, we are FunkyBrims. We have a bricks and mortar store in downtown Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, which is right outside of Tulsa. You can also find us at FunkyBrims.com. The QR code, which should be in one corner or the other, depending on how your screen's laid out, will take you to all the caps for the live tonight. If you go to FunkyBrims.com, there's also a link over there that says live. It'll show you all the caps we're looking at tonight. So hello, everybody. Philip, Matt, Neurogen, Dubs, Hat Hub, Amanda, Charles, seeing a bunch of people jumping on. So good to see everybody tonight. Keep the comments coming. Let's make it active. Talk to each other tonight. Ask questions if you got it. All that kind of stuff. Every comment is an entry into a drawing. And about 7:30 or so, we'll give away one. And then about 8 o'clock, we will, or whenever we're getting ready to wrap up, we will give away another one. And tonight, we're going to be giving away some of the new Mucros hats that we will be showing here in a little bit. So your choice of one of those. If you decide you like them, you want to go ahead and order them, order away. If you end up being the winner, we will just credit that back to you or whatever. So don't feel like you have to wait till the end to do that. So hello, everybody. So yeah, several things. We're going to be talking about the Sophia collab with Hales tonight. That one is going to drop tomorrow at noon, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock noon Central Time tomorrow. And so we'll take a look at those and then show you some of the new ones from Mucros tonight, including some great ladies caps that Sarah's going to show off she picked out. And yeah, lots of good ones. So let's kind of jump into it. A bunch of new people are coming on, so we'll kind of go through this several times. But you know, the big one this week is, did I already say, if you will? Did I already say that? Everybody's having a good time with that, and I was really trying hard not to say that. So we'll kind of get into it just a little bit, and I'll show you. This is the Newsboy. Yeah, I kind of got to get the lighting just right. So here's a good look at it, at least on my screen. That's a really good look at what the yellow looks like that you're going to see. You guys can kind of see the flannel here, which is on it. I love this little geometric pattern that we put in it. It uses it on the brim again, and then the same. You know, I say yellow. It's really more of a gold, almost an old gold. Michigan people might see, you know, some maize there. And so it's, you know, really that kind of almost, I guess, mustard, some people might call it. So this one is the Newsboy. This one will be $84. Again, all this drops at noon tomorrow Central Time. And so we have the Newsboy, which is this one. All of these caps will come with prices I'm talking about with the Sophia pen. It's a really cool pen. You know, just a nice, you know, old truck. Again, there's great story behind this that those of you who are, you know, kind of following it, Hales has told a little bit, but this was one of the first trucks that Nathan and Colin did. I forget how young they were. I want to say it may have been in high school, but it was pretty young anyway. So anybody that's on here that knows that whole story, you know, feel free to jump in. But this is it. I think this truck's now living in Vegas, as I understand it. So it's where some of the Vegas stuff.
Oh, that's where the Vegas comes from.
Come up with. Yeah. Somebody bought it. I guess it's in Vegas now. And so, yes, and the pins will be available on their own. So somebody asked there. So, yeah, they'll be $12. They'll be dropping at noon tomorrow as well. We'll have T-shirts. We'll have this flannel. We'll have the snapback hats from Hales. And then we'll have the three I'm showing here. And then the pins, which are separate.
And all of that is tomorrow, but we're going to go through our stuff tonight that you can get tonight too. So,
yep.
And then we can ship it together.
Yeah, we can ship it all together. Yeah, absolutely. So this one is the Newsboy. Again, have a good look at it there. The flannel, the lighting, man, when there's light on the top of it and with the cameras, it doesn't look that way in person, but it kind of starts to kill it just a little bit. It whites out. So I'm going to show it to you real good here.
See if I can cover it a little bit.
And then when it's on, yeah, you can kind of see, there we go. We kind of get under the little canopy here and get the lights out of it.
I mean, it is a pastel, but it's not like invisible.
Yeah, no, not at all. So there you go. Same flat cap shape we normally do. Bringing that same yellow back on the brim there and underneath. Got a nice tag inside with showing off the truck again. So that is the flannel flat cap, and that one will be $74. And then we have the yellow linen flat cap, which again, same yellow we've been seeing there. And so this one will be $78.
This is great for spring and summer, with or without the flannel. Like, this is great.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the pin there. And so this one, same thing. They're all going to have nice thin summer lining in it, you know, nice linen, nice light fabric. And so that's the 3 with the Sophia drop. And again, all of that is going to be dropping at noon tomorrow. So yeah, we got some new ones to show tonight, but we'll take some questions, or if anybody has anything, again, keep the comments coming. Appreciate everyone being on. Yeah, this one, you know, this one's a little different. It's a little lighter than a lot of them, but you know, it really looks good. That's what Sarah was saying. Like, it really looks good on. So you know, and I would definitely call this more gold. I mean, and kind of an old gold or yellow. It's not. It's certainly not like a bright yellow.
No, it's more pastel.
Yeah, more pastel. There
but not like Easter egg pastel.
Right. Yep. So yeah, again, keep the comments coming, keep talking, ask any questions you have. We do have some new ones tonight. We'll get into in just a second here. So Josh asked, any more Shaka or Cruiser collabs coming in the future? Summertime needs short sleeves. Yeah, I think that you'll see quite a few more Shaka Cruiser collabs. There's some great ones coming. So yeah, you know, I think
they be coming.
They will be. And so you know, still doing some long sleeves in there with it as well, but it'll be coming. The flannel looks like a narrower profile than the gold linen. Do you agree? I think that somebody asked that they should be cut on the exact same shape. So you know, may just be kind of the way I have it stretched out or whatever, but you know, they should be the exact same shape, same size, whatever. So it should be the same profile.
Can you go through the prices and what was the material? These are all linens, right?
Yeah, these are all linens. Of course, the flannel is going to be the polyester / spandex mix. And then let's see. Yellow is going to be linen, and I think this is going to be this kind of geometric pattern there is going to be kind of a cotton material. But all thin, all nice summer patterns there. The Newsboy again will be 84. The flannel flat will be 74. The yellow linen will be 78, and all of those include pins, and all of the prices that we talk about are also shipped as well. So
the women's hats, we're going to show some tonight that are not a part of the drop. It's a different brand that we found, and we cannot do women's hats with every single drop for a number of reasons. But one is it takes a lot more material. And so when we start doing the women's caps, we're taking away from all of the other caps as well. So we kind of get stuck on some of them when we can do it and when we can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of a weird, I don't know. Yeah. Material's a thing.
Yeah. So I think when we get going, you know, again, I think we've talked about this before. We're ordering in advance pretty far. You know, I think you'll see quite a few more of them with women's caps.
One is coming soon.
As we get later in the year, you may see one with a woman's cap next week. You know, pretty quick here. So
yeah.
Let's see. Somebody asked on the $120 mystery box, can I order one cap my size and one of my wife's size? Yes, you can. And hopefully you add a third one as well. So, you know, the $120 mystery box, it's build your own mystery is really what it is. It's really 3 for $120. But there's a whole collection there, and there's a link at the very top comment up here, or you can find it. You just type in build your own on the website. But you're really picking 3. So, you know, we started off the mystery box at $70, which is still out there, where we picked all 3. Then we had, you know, mystery trio, which was $100, where you picked 2 and we picked 1 mystery. And then this $120, we went ahead and said build your own mystery box for fun, but it's really, there's no mystery in it because you know all 3 that you're getting. But yeah, you can mix and match sizes, who it's for, whatever you want to do. So feel free on that. And again, those are out there, linked and everything. So let's move on. So Sarah actually found, when we first opened, we had some caps from Mucros. Mucros is in, make sure I'm not, it's in Killarney, Ireland. So these are made in Ireland. Not getting rid of Hannah. We are going to continue carrying Hannah as well. But
I've been wanting these for a while.
Sarah's been wanting these for a while, and so we'll let her start off, and then I'll show the men's ones. So she brought in 4 different women's ones, and let her show these off real quick.
Yeah. So for those of you who, you've seen our other women's hats, and they have that kind of poofy thing in the back. This is not this. I mean, it has, you can see kind of a poof. I have a price tag on it because I had to grab it off the thing out there. But this is more of a baseball cap kind of fit. And so it doesn't have
Looks
that
like a flapper cap.
Yeah. It doesn't have that big thing that we then have to push down or forward or whatever. This is actually the hat itself. And you can see they all have little flowers on them. They have the elastic in the back right here. So it's got a little bit, and it has a little bitty thingy.
Brim.
What do you call it? Yeah, a brim, a funky brim. So anyway, let me show it to you like this. So we have 4 different colors of these, and literally I've been looking at these forever. And so we were I was a little nervous to bring them in because it was a different style than the other women's cap. And I know that the other one, trying to get everybody used to that kind of style. I love this style too. So like and I'm not sure, we have to kind of make them when we make them our own. We have to make the other style, but this is really neat. It is wintry, but it's lightweight. It's 100% wool, but it's not horrible.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before with some of the men's. I mean, this is going to be a wool, but the liner matters so much more.
Yeah.
These are thinner liners on it.
So you can kind of see.
And so the liner, it's one of those where if you're going to be outside all day, if you're going to go spend Saturday watching your kids play baseball or something like that, this may not be the cap to wear outside all day, but
right.
Walking around in and out, that sort of thing.
It's super cute.
Yeah.
And it's made in Ireland. So I'm going to show you kind of, it's not the Jiffy Pop cap.
So that was dark blue.
Yes, there's dark blue, and then there's this plaid.
Which is green and purple plaid is what's on the website. And these are all $52.
Yeah, and then I think the code works for it, right?
Yeah, the code Live15 will give you 15% off of those.
So it doesn't have the big poof. Like this is just your cap. And these, we put them in the store about a week ago, and these have been the top selling women's hats out of the store. We put them in here.
So here's one, and I will go ahead and say, yes, we are trying to get this one in a men's as well. So this is
this is a gorgeous purple.
You can see it. Purple herringbone.
And for those of you who have wives that you're not sure if they want to make the transition, this is the easiest transition cap. This is easier than the Jiffy Pop cap you were calling it a minute ago. It's just a normal hat. It's a normal hat that does have like that kind of flapper design. But there's nothing outside of, there's nothing overly different about it. It's just super, super cute. And it feels really good. Like it's just God. Kathy, our girl that works the front here with us, I mean, she walked right up and grabbed them the second they came in.
That was purple. This is fuchsia.
This is fuchsia. It looks a little red in this camera, but it's not. It's fuchsia. It's pink because I had to have a pink. There's just no way around that. So this one's mine. Are they one size? I think they are.
They're one size one size. And so I think they probably start out around a 56, 57, and you're 59. So
I'm a 59.
Get it on.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a little bit of wiggle room in it for me too. This is not the kind that you could put your hair up and wear, which you can with the other ones. So you definitely would you'd have your hair down or whatever, because there's not enough room, I feel like, for you to do a whole lot of stuff back there.
All of these are $52.
All of them are $52.
Before the discount.
Yeah, I'm trying to read at the same time. But yeah, this is super cute. Great winter, great fall, but I really think you could pull them off all year. I mean, I will. I don't know. But we're weird. Yeah. But I feel like you can. It's really, they're just stinking cute. But again, it's a great transition cap too. So if you're looking for that one to maybe, have your wife look at them and see what she thinks, if she doesn't want to do the full Newsboys and the other ones that we have, These are really cute, and we'll keep ordering these. Like we're gonna keep getting them in.
We're gonna get more colors in for sure.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, if they go out, like we'll keep them in stock.
These are ones we can restock and all of that sort of stuff. So, saw a couple of questions as we were going there, and one of the questions, and I forget who asked it earlier, but I read it while she was talking, is on all of the caps we bring in, it doesn't matter whether it's on our line or whatever, it's the same answer. They asked if we bring in the same number of each size, or we, kind of go through and make look at which one is most popular and all that. And the answer to that is not overly simple, but I'll kind of explain it to you. We run through a lot of analytics, and we're trying to, we've kind of had trial and error on that. And so, no, we definitely don't bring in the same number of each size. In fact, when one of the things I pay attention to is what's the last ones to sell out. And then if we have any left over, what is it that's left over? And, without fail, when we get down to just one left over, it's going to be either a 55 or a 63. So we have been further decreasing the number of those that we order. And, there was even, we've done a number of times where 55s, they're just not that common. And so we may only bring in 155, on something, especially something we're going to restock or something like that, like a hologram or something like that. And that one may never still be the last one and not sell. So I know there's a few other 55s out there. We're going to keep doing 56s, and especially like with the hologram, we can always get a 55 in. If you say, hey, I'd really like to have that in a 55, we can have it, in a week or so. But just, we look at what's left over, and it's just, just a whole bunch there left. So, let's see. I am wearing the first one of the Mucros ones that I was going to show. So this is the Mucros driving cap. These are driving newsboy. These are out there for $62. Again, these are going to be made in Ireland, in Killarney. Killarney. That's kind of like if you're in Dublin and you're heading kind of towards Cork. That's generally you'll run not too far away from that. So anyway, back to that real quick. The most popular size is 59, and you can just kind of go from that. 58 is probably second most popular, 60 third most popular, 61, 57, 62, 56, and then 63 and 55 are kind of at the bottom of that. And then, so yeah, 59s definitely. We bring in the most 59s, but that's also a lot of times the first one to go. That's just right there in the middle. And it's also, a lot of people, if you're really a 60, you can make a 59 work. If you're a 58, you can make a 59 work, and, those kind of things as well. So the women's hats are one size fits most, and the ones that Sarah was just showing. So I would say that they work anywhere from probably a 56 to a 59. They do have some elastic in the back. I think she showed that, but I'll grab it and just kind of show you that, again, we never do this in the men's caps, but, you do see quite a bit of stretch in it back there just from the elastic alone. And those are all made the same. So this one is this one's a dark green herringbone, driving newsboy, $62. So let's kind of look at how the Mucros caps are made. This one's very much an oval shape. And kind of see inside. A lot of you have had Mucros before, I know, and it's one of those where let's see, the Mucros should be on the live. Just type in, if you search Mucros, somebody said they couldn't find them.
I'm looking.
Let's see. So this one is the dark green herringbone, really pretty. Again, these are ones we can restock and that sort of thing. So it's going to be a wool, kind of like the ladies' caps. It's got a pretty thin liner in it. So it is, it's going to be 100% wool. All Irish made, and all of that sort of stuff. So the material's Irish, the manufacturing's in Ireland, everything like that. So this is the dark green herringbone. We also brought in a lighter green, what I just kind of saw is plaid. And you can see they did a really nice job. I mean, again, you guys know I'm kind of OCD about seeing how things match up and all that kind of stuff. So, very nicely made cap. Going to be handmade in Ireland. So this one is I think we just have it on there as a green. So this is kind of the green plaid. Again, $62 for these driving newsboys, with the 15% off works as well. And so we'll be bringing in more of these, especially as we get towards fall. And then we also have this navy blue plaid, which I think is, or navy check is what I'm kind of call it here, but it's probably just under there under navy. And so it's this material right here. Again, oops.
Is that it?
Yeah. Found a pen I was looking for. And so this is the navy blue. And you kind of see it has a little bit brighter blue there. And so this is the driving cap, driving newsboy in that. And then I like this material and also just wanted to check out another shape. And I like this one really well as well. So this is the Trinity cap, tweed Trinity cap. So this is going to be the same material as this navy blue there. The tweed Trinity cap is going to be $52. And so that's going to be your flat cap version. And we'll probably bring in some more of these in the flat cap versions as well and have kind of both of them. But these are just really nice caps. They've been selling great in store, both the ladies ones and the men's. And so just kind of having a little something different in store. But of course, we're going to make it available online and everything as well. And so, yeah, these are just great caps as the winter goes. So new line that we've launched here. You know, nothing custom to us or anything like that, but I feel like we got good prices, especially with the Live 15 code. And again, all the prices we quote are shipping included. And so those are on there. Tweed Trinity. Yeah, I'd say that 5 times fast. Good luck with that. And so, yeah, those are fun. Somebody wants to see that rattlesnake hat band.
Eesh. Where is it? I can go get it.
It's in the. I think it's in the back. It's in the warehouse.
Okay.
So kind of go through again.
Creepy.
Yeah, it was. It's got like the real rattler and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Do I have a Mucro size chart of the labels for green and dark backwards on the website? Go by what the color is written. If we got the pictures mixed up, we'll change that. But if you're buying dark green, you know, get the dark green one, and we'll have her check that in just a minute there. So yeah. So again, real quick, and these are all live. So all of the Sophia ones are going to be waiting until tomorrow at noon. All of these, all the rest of these that we're going to show tonight are already live. All of the Mucros are live, men's, women's, etc. So again, we have for those of you who are just on the Sophia collab this week, this one is going to be the yellow linen. Again, kind of a nice old gold, you know, sort of a Michigan yellow, if you will. No offense to anybody from Ohio or anything like that. Just the color that is there. Those of you local here, it's University of Tulsa gold as well. And so the Mucros, I'll go back to that real quick. I'm a 61, sometimes, you know, 60 to 62, depending on what brand it is. I'm wearing an XL. The large was a little tight. So I'm going to say that, you know, the large is going to be about a 59-60. The medium is going to be 58-57. The small is going to be 55-56, something like that. I'll go look in just a second.
Yeah, I can't find it. Do you think it's out here?
Maybe where she got the rest of the bands.
Oh.
Yeah. Lots of hat bands. A lot of new stuff that came in this week. We got a bunch of new leather hats from American Hat Makers. Got some new magnetic pins from American Hat Makers. And so, yeah, that one rattler was there. So this is the Newsboy. And let me get it in here where you can see it. So again, we're going to have the yellow / gold linen on the front and the back. It is the same. Lighting can really play tricks with some of these lighter colors. And I think this looks pretty good. We got this kind of geometric pattern, almost little flowers, but you know, kind of make some squares there. That's sort of beige and you know, a lighter color off-white behind it. We carry that through on the brim again as well. And then have the Sophia flannel back there as well. So that is the Newsboy. Then we also have the flannel flat. And then again, like I showed a second ago, the gold / yellow linen flat also. Let's see. Wear a small in Boston Scally caps and a small in Peaky hat for the Sophia. Should you get a 55 or a 56? Probably either one of them will work, honestly. So, you know, whichever one you can get. We'll have a few more 56s than 55s.
You'll have to go look. I can't find it.
Have to go look. All right. Do you want to talk for a second?
Yeah,
I'll go
that's
look
fine.
real quick.
Yeah.
Let me go see if I can find that hat band, and then we'll come back.
It's crazy, guys. It's a crazy looking hat band. So anyway, yeah, with the women's caps, we have some cute ones coming. But we don't have obviously the Sophia. But with these, I think these are really a great transition cap, because I know a lot of you will say, like, my wife won't wear the big poofy ones. And I totally get that. But these are really, really cool. I feel like I'm down here at the bottom. So this is like super cute, but you can also, of course, women can pull off any of them. I wear the Newsboys. I used to wear the flat cap all the time, and I wear the Newsboy one way more now. So does the yellow flat have flannel? I think he's wearing the yellow flat. But I do think it has a flannel under the brim, if that's what you're talking about. Oh, I love all you guys are talking quite a bit today. This is great. Yeah, and we can get those, these that I'm wearing, I mean, for Mucros, any of the stuff from Mucros we can get and reorder again. Similar, I believe, to Hologram. It looks like those are a little bit easier to have in stock. Now, was that in the back in the warehouse? No, it wasn't. He told me it was. You guys are my witnesses. I dug through the warehouse. It was not there. Where did you find it?
By the front register.
In the front, by the register. This thing is crazy. When he showed me this is ridiculous, but it's, I mean, if you're that guy, you could pull it off, but you gotta have a lot of personality, and I don't even know how you're touching the thing.
No, it's not alive.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a lot of hat bands, getting more into brimmed hats. We got a lot of, sort of, even some of them are way more curved than this. I just grabbed one to kind of show. Got a lot more that are more like slash hats, that sort of thing. It's a lot more, turned up on the sides, etc. We can make that, but yeah, this one was it's unique. So yeah, that is a real snake they found with a real rattler, all that kind of stuff. So you can kind of imagine that on the front of coming over to the side of one of these hats or something like that. It's going to have a unique look that people, somebody will want that. It's kind of what we decided there, because we have, we've got a lot of, we do a lot of kind of steampunk customizations, and we're going to be getting more and more into, doing some customizations on that. Yeah, you have some people that are just kind of coming in looking for something unique and different, and that's what it is.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah. Going back to the Sophia caps real quick, the yellow linen is going to be 78. The flannel flat is 74, and the Newsboy is 84. And all of those with the pin included.
Oh, we forgot our glasses and our coasters.
Oh, go grab them?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. And so let's see. Let's go back and show a couple more here. One of the ones that kind of got lost a number of weeks ago and we hadn't looked at again is the Blue Ridge pub cap. We got a lot. This is by Hologram. This is the one that's going to look very denim-like. And again, this one's 15% off. This one is $62. It is actually going to be 53% cotton, 45% linen, and 2% spandex. So it's a cotton linen blend, just a little bit of spandex in there to be able to stretch on it. But you can kind of see there, it's definitely got the linen look. So this one is the Blue Ridge flat cap. Again, $62, but you can take 15% off with the code LIVE15. And so that'll knock you about, $10 or so off. And knock it down to $52. Again, all the prices we're quoting are shipping included. And so, keep somebody asked about the pin. Get back around there. All of the Sophia ones will come with a pin. Like this one right here, the Sophia truck. And so, yeah, Sarah's got a couple of new things that came in this week.
Right.
To show them? Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so we had a couple of things made. We were trying to look at things for those of you who are coming in, especially to the store as a souvenir. People ask us for stuff all the time. And at Funkified, it's kind of different. We can do keychains and different disco-y things and whatever. So we're trying to think of something that you guys would like. And we saw this at Hales when we were down there. They have the cutest things down there. And so we have these made. These are slate coasters, and they have our FunkyBrims store logo right in it. They're super, super nice. Like they're slate. And then they have the little things back here so it doesn't scratch anything. They're only $12. So they're really cool. You can buy them individually. You only have to buy one, or you can buy a whole set. You could buy 4 if you wanted to. Then we also had, because we have the FunkyBrims shot glasses, we actually had whiskey glasses made. These are amazing. This is Perry Designs, which is a local designer here in Broken Arrow that makes all this stuff for us. So it says FunkyBrims. It's got our disco guy in it. And then you won't be able to see this very well because our price tag is on the bottom. But inside the actual cup, it says FB right here. So it's actually etched into the very bottom of it as well. So super cool, fun souvenir thing. And then that's $22. So not overly expensive, just like fun, souvenir stuff, especially if you come into the store. But they're,
Keep talking for a second. Let me go finish.
Okay, but they're also like really good gift items as well. When we get into the holidays and all that, you'll see us add some more stuff like that. But these are like really nice. So we're at Hales. They had a whole lot of different things like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. And so I asked Jenna to make sure it was okay if we did some just like that, but different. It doesn't say Hales, it says FunkyBrims. But they're really cool. And, I think you guys, we were trying to figure out, because they have beer glasses, they have shot glasses, they have whiskey glasses, the whole thing. We're like, what would the hat people prefer? We think this size, because you could put anything in it. You could put Diet Coke in it. It'd be cool. But it is really nice. The slate coasters are really cool and very different. It is etched in our little logo there. And so it's a lot of fun. I don't know. It's just something different that we thought you guys would like for $12. It's not bad. You ready?
Yep, sure do.
Okay.
Sorry, I saw a question about the Starry Night, and there's been one on order, and so we do have some more of those coming in, but we are completely sold out right now. So do not have one of those to show, but when they come back in, we'll show those when they restock, and that should be in the next week or so. So let's see if I missed any questions or not. So running back through a couple more. This one is called the Linen Shelby, and this one is the sky blue. It's $64. So again, 15% off of that. Knock another $10 off or so. So you're looking at $53.54 shipped. This one is the sky blue. 100% linen, Italian linen, made in Italy, and super thin. Going to be linen. So got the nice light blue here. Got a little bit of leatherette trim there. So this is the Linen Shelby in sky blue. And we also have it in sand beige. So those two, both of those are just super nice summer caps if we look at it. And then I got Mukros Weavers added as a collection. Okay.
So you can find it under the Facebook Live if you guys click there, but you can also find it under our brand list and collection list on the website now as well.
Okay. Cool. All right. So we are going to give away a couple of these Mukros caps tonight. And your choice, men's, women's, newsboy, flat cap, whatever you want to winner. We're going to draw one right now. Again, every comment is an entry into a drawing. And then we will do it again right before we end. So Scott just asked if we could show the Navy again. So there you go. There is the Navy on the Newsboy, and then you can kind of see a little better what the pattern looks like there on the flat cap as well. But that is the Navy, Scott. And I think, we've noticed before when you were here, you're the same size as I am. So Scott, you would want an XL. So anyone who's kind of a 61-ish or something like that, XL is the right size for that. Yeah, and Mukros, those are great caps. They really are. Again, we had some linen ones when we first opened over in the other store, and those sold out, and we just kind of never got back around to it. We kind of, started doing Glen Appen, and we'll still do Glen Appen as well. And so, just another brand ad. Now we got more room in the store, that sort of thing. So let's go. So first winner has Sarah did her magic over there, and is David Goodlet. David Goodlet. So congratulations, David. Take a look at these Mukros ones, and let us know which size you want. Sarah, somebody said on the Newsboy that we may have the pictures flipped. Would you check and make sure the dark green is going to dark green, and the green is going to that other one.
Yes. Can you tell David how to get a hold of us and what to do?
Sure will. So David Goodlett, again, congratulations, David. You can just email info@funkybrims.com or message the store page on Facebook. Either one of those will work. And again, info@funkybrims.com. Let us know which one you're wanting, and which style, size, all that kind of stuff as well. So somebody was asking about a size chart on Mucros. And so I think we are at 62, 63 being the 2X, 60, 61 being the XL, 58, 59 being the large, somewhere in there, and they're not going to be exact. And then, 56, 57 to 57, 58, somewhere in there is going to be the medium. And then the 55s, 56s is going to be the small. So just kind of wherever you fall on that. So it's not that far off from where like Boston Scally is.
They don't have an official size chart out there.
We'll find one and get it posted.
Yeah.
We'll just measure them and see where they're coming out with. So they are nice caps. They do have a little bit of stretch in them. Not going to be elastic or anything like that, but just kind of the way the band's made. You can get a little bit of stretch in it. And so there we go. And yeah, there are XXLs out there. That's going to be more like the 62, 63s for those. And so let's see. Cap of the week this week. I don't know if we really kind of got through it last week, but we did cap of the week last week of the Coastline, which was navy blue, green, and plum for $46. And we just left those on this week. So those are still cap of the week again, because we didn't really kind of talk about it a lot last week. But added also to it this week is going to be the Summer Waves. So the ones by Hologram Summer Waves, these are normally $58. They're going to be on for $48. Again, the 15%, live 15 will work for another 15% off of these as well. So, $48 is going to give you $750, something like that. So you're going to be down to, 50 to 51, something like that, shipped. So the Summer Waves, this one is in blue. And so you're going to see just a nice little geometric, almost like an Art Deco kind of pattern there in it. Also have it in beige, same sort of pattern built into it, a little more subtle. But so this is the Summer Waves in both blue and beige for $48 for this week, cap of the week. And so I really like this one. We have restocked this, I think, one time. We sold a bunch when they first came out, and we hadn't really come back to it in a while, and they do pretty well in store too. But cap of the week this week, Summer Waves, blue and beige, $48, and that's before you put the discount on there. And then again, earlier we did the Blue Ridge, which is $62. This one is super nice as well. So kind of a 6-panel there with a little bit of brim on it. And so there we go. That's all the ones we planned on showing tonight. We can answer questions. We can go get some more. We'll go back through and show some of those again for those of you who may have missed it, especially on the collaboration caps. Collaboration caps drop tomorrow at noon Central Time. So 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 o'clock on the West Coast.
You showed the texture of the coastline. Did you show that?
Texture of the coastline. So this is a flat. This is there's not actually anything raised on there, but that's what they're both going to have in terms of texture. The beige is a little more subtle. It's very light. It is pretty light there, but both of these kind of work together, match a lot of stuff. Just nice summer caps. Those are going to be 55% linen, 45% cotton. So just a linen cotton blend. So linen, got the lightness of linen, just enough cotton to keep it from wrinkling really easy, or getting lines in it and that sort of stuff. So Summer Waves are that one. And then again, we had talked about the linen Shelby, which is all linen. A lot of linen caps this summer. So been lucky to find all of those. So let's go back through these again. I'll wear this yellow one's really kind of growing on me on this. And
that's a good one for spring and summer.
It is. And so remind everybody, this is the pen that goes with it. Love this pen. That's the Sophia truck that Nathan and Colin did together, one of the first ones that they had done. I think they were still in high school, or pretty young anyway when they did it. And so that's a look at it. This truck now lives in Vegas, so that's why you've seen a lot of Vegas themed stuff this week with the ads and all that. But every one of those comes with the caps that will be dropping at noon tomorrow, the collaboration caps. Pins are also available separate. And so, sorry, I thought I had my phone turned off. There we go. So this is the yellow linen. This is the flat cap, yellow linen flat cap. This is the flannel flat cap, this one right here. And again, it's going to obviously we actually had a question and pretty recently, and I can't remember who asked it, but just saying, is this the same material? Is it lighter material, same pattern, whatever it is? This is the actual flannel material. So whatever, if we're looking at a Cruiser or a Shaka from Hales, that's going to be that actual material. So it's, when they're running the line, getting ready to make the shirts, they'll run an extra 100 yards or however much we decided we needed. And they'll, send it to Italy for our hat maker. And it's there. So it's going to be, in this case, it'll be flannel material. And, the next one will be Cruiser material. So there you go.
So I have something about the Mucros I was going to mention earlier, and I totally forgot. But something for you guys, and this is going to be a little bit of a long-term discussion. So just think about it, and let's see what we think. But I actually was thinking, now, obviously with FunkyBrims, there are women on here, and I know there's women on here. Obviously, I'm a woman, but it is definitely dude heavy. Okay. So with Mucros, they actually do purses and wallets in these same materials. So these same hats, there's purses, wallets, vests, scarves, things like that.
There's even some men's, like
there are men's
backpacks, or
right,
kind of messenger bags, those kind of things as well.
Yeah. So I kind of want to, so I want to know, like, from you guys what you think. I don't know that we would carry those things all the time. What I am specifically looking at is for the holidays. And so as we start getting into the shopping season and you're looking for gifts for your wife or for whatever, what would you think about us having these hats and then potentially having purses or wallets that match those as well? We'd carry some in store, but we'd have them mostly online. It's just something that, maybe you would, maybe just to think about. Or if you guys, we've looked several times at messenger bags and different things like that, and we've never been able to land on what we really wanted to bring in here. Chris is super picky about what gets in here. And so we don't want anything, we don't want anything that's off brand, that doesn't really flow with the hats or flow with what we do, and that doesn't have that same quality. I really like these Mucros hats. Okay. So I just like them. There's a lot of different colors in these. And so as we get into the fall, this is just what I brought in right now, but we'll bring in different colors. And so I definitely was thinking, we could actually expand that line if you guys think that might be something you're interested in. Ties, I saw ties, bow ties, all that kind of stuff. We have for sure looked at that stuff. We've gone round and round, and
Alfonso Dest makes a lot of like the kind of thinner, more novelty material they make into ties as well.
Yeah.
And so we've looked at that. The ties, if you think about a really heavy, chunky wool, that's going to be a little bit much for it. But those kind of more, they printed on silk. I think it's not actually the same exact material. I think they printed it on silk, but it's the same.
So the last time Pablo was here, I picked out several. So here's where we get hung up there. And I'll just be really honest, is cost. Obviously we're putting all of our money into hats, and we can bring ties in. That's not a problem. I just don't know, like with Chris, it's a little bit different because attorneys like wear ties that are like weird and specialty ties and whatever. And so sometimes they spend quite a bit of money on them, but sometimes the cost is just ridiculous. And so we really wanted the price to be a bit more affordable. And that's kind of why we were like, I don't really like that. So we've been trying to kind of figure out what the median price would be of what you guys would like for ties and bow ties. And then we could go back to Alfonso and potentially work with them and figure out what we could do, or even other brands. And so maybe you guys tell us what you think. And then the men's wallets, same thing. We like that idea as well. So just kind of what you guys are looking for and looking at, because I think
I even have a couple of ties, just the squared off ones that are just knitted. From Hannah.
Yes, and those are really cool. Yeah, and I mean they're novelty because they're different. They're not going to be something you could go get at the mall. I mean, this is stuff you get from the hat makers. That's kind of what we're talking about. So anyway, think about it, talk about it amongst yourselves, and then just let us know. I was just kind of interested. So we have to start planning our holiday buying now. So just to
somebody wanted to see a little bit more of the shirt, and the problem is when I, if you saw this setup, you would see I've got a filter above me because this happens when I get outside the filter right there. So you stand in here and kind of giving you the full effect. Or there's some good pictures online as well. Yeah, no, we wouldn't do pre-tied bow ties. I'm with you there. But I just don't know how many bow ties we would sell and all that kind of stuff. So, lots of ideas. We talked about cufflinks. We talked about, those all the kind of gift stuff. And so the problem is, nobody. I mean, I threw a tie on this morning because I had to go to court, and man, about 5 minutes after I made it back out here, that was all gone.
Well, it's the equivalent of a bra.
Yeah, I mean, plus it's getting a little too hot for
all that kind of
stuff.
Done.
And, jackets and all that kind of stuff. So there's definitely some cool vests too. Yeah, those.
Oh, there are some really cool vests. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff if if you'd wear it or whatever.
So we'll keep looking at it. And what does the brim look like on the Newsboy? There you go. That is bringing this fabric right here. From what I call, as I'm making these up, positions 2 and 7 is the same one that we carried over and used on the brim there. That sort of geometric pattern. Is there a black linen flat cap? There is, Neil. There is. We actually have some black linen flat caps in the sort of Sicilian shape from Laird, and then we also have some. Do what?
Oh, show the brim, the under brim, or whatever it is.
And then we also have some black linen ones from Hologram as well. And then we have the shade, which isn't exactly linen, but it's very much a summer material also. So.
Yeah, the thing about the Mucro stuff, I can see people are talking about it. It's all going to be the wool because it's all coming. It's like Hannah, right?
They have some Irish linen too.
In the like wallets, vests, and all of that.
Oh yeah. All that's
yeah,
because the linen would be too thin to use for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but so like the vests are like wool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, maybe but I mean, I'm thinking like if we brought it in the fall, these are fun gift items.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe we just need to do one of these where we take 15 minutes and show some of the other stuff in the store, especially as we start getting closer to Father's Day. I mean, those of you who have been with us, been here, everything obviously Functified. It's bright pink outside. It's all that kind of stuff. I'm never going to say that's a ladies' store at all because there's plenty of stuff in there that is for men as well. A lot of unisex stuff in both stores, but this one's definitely a little more masculine and, I think where you'd expect to come in and look for the hat and also find some other Father's Day gifts, if you will.
If you will.
I said it again.
I think I need like a squirt gun because like you've been saying it quite a bit. I feel like if you got hit with something, maybe it wouldn't happen so much.
Okay, magnetic pins. I teased this earlier. So we have a lot of choices on the magnetic pins from American Hat Makers now, and we got more coming as well. So we've had the Ace of Spades for a while. And I'll just tell you, those of you who have not tried it yet, I was very skeptical of bringing in magnetic pins.
Yes, he was.
Very much so. They'll fall off, they'll blah, blah, blah. This is one strong magnet. So American Hat Makers, the great thing about them is they are the ones that make the thick leather hats, thick wool hats, cowboy hats, that sort of thing. So these are the kind of magnets that's going to go through a thick leather.
We about never got it off the display. They were trying to show us.
Right. It is very, very strong magnets. And so we've gotten comfortable with that. So we've had the Ace of Spades for a while. That was restocked this week. I think that one was close to selling out.
What did you do?
I don't know. I'll just let you have that though.
You broke it all.
See what the magnet does? It just grabbed it.
Did it? Are you serious?
It grabbed the tray that I was sitting it on. Yeah.
Oh, that is so weird. Okay.
It is a strong magnet. You have the American flag one. Try not to break anything. We have this eagle head, which is a new one. Kind of cool. And again, all these are magnetic. So Eagle Head is a new one this week. Horseshoe.
You're clicking things everywhere.
Well, yeah. I mean, when it starts getting close to metal, it starts going.
Yeah.
And so got the Horseshoe, again, magnetic. That's a new one this week as well. The Ace of Hearts we have had for a while, but those are restocked. New this week is the Queen of Hearts. So Queen of Hearts is a new one this week also. And then we have this. This one's relatively new. It sold out really fast, but we got some more in this week. This kind of skull and crossbones is one that was new, I don't know, the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Last week, I think.
The sugar skull, flowered skull, if you will, always done well. I don't know how many times we restocked that. I think that was one of the first ones we brought in. So it's been restocked a number of times, but again, this week. Those of you that are here local or just have an interest for some reason, the US 66, Route 66 runs through Tulsa. This one says Oklahoma at the top. So this is the Oklahoma pin that they made.
Well, if you live anywhere along Route 66.
If you live anywhere along Route 66, just be aware that does say Oklahoma.
Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry. Never mind. I'm taking that back.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
Then the Shamrock. So that one is out there as well. That one's been restocked a number of times also. So those are all the new pins. Don't forget, and those are out there now. And then this one will be the one that's dropping tomorrow at noon with the rest of the caps.
Yeah, so we can't bring in magnetic pins for everything because if we do a custom magnetic pin, there's a minimum order of 200 of these.
Which we order 200. I mean, the problem is we can't do a lot of the things.
I mean, we can't rip off another brand's pins.
Yeah, we don't want to be ripping off other people's pins, for sure. But these, they're all going to have to be kind of round like this. The horseshoe kind of fits in there, whatever. There's just some limitations to what we could do with those. And then also the timing. And also, I'm just kind of, we've got a great supplier. I probably should have mentioned all of these pins. They have our logo on the back, but they also, if you can't see it there, they're numbered. So the Sophia is 200. So this one is number 1 of 200. And so, no way to do that on the magnetic ones. I kind of like having them limited edition and numbered and all that kind of stuff. But we do have some custom ones coming on the way that'll be magnetic, and we'll, and
we're trying to figure it out. If we can figure it out,
we can figure it out. We'll do a Mr. Funky and another idea I have. When we can. And so somebody said we need some women's pins.
Ooh. So I have those on my side. Yeah,
check out Functified. There's a whole bunch of pins over at Functified that Sarah loves and brought in, and also
maybe we should move some of those
also
over here.
Bring them to both places. I'll also say that I'm not going to say it's a women's pin, but it's probably Sarah's favorite pin. They'll be on next week's drop.
Yes.
And so it's
awesome.
We can't say a whole lot there, but it's going to be a fun one.
It's not women's only.
It's not women's only. It fits the theme and all that, but it's
it is awesome.
It is awesome. Yeah. So
yeah. Okay, hold on. I lost my screen with my questions.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Somebody said some Halloween ones. I also have already got in the works some more glow in the dark. I like, that's the pin maker we have now can do a lot of stuff, do some 3D ones, or the molds, and then also using some glow in the dark and glitter and all those kinds of stuff like that. So
yes, there must be glitter. I agree.
There must be glitter. There's going to be glitter next week.
Yes, I know.
There's going to be glitter, and there's glitter on that pin next week.
Do we have another drawing coming up?
We have another drawing. We do. Let's do it. And what is next week's drop? That is a mystery, isn't it? It'll be short sleeve and it'll be cool.
Yeah, it is short sleeve. That's right.
It can be a women's version.
Yeah.
So
it's great, actually.
Yeah. The winner of the second Mucros, let us know which one you want, is Christy Thompson. So congratulations, Christy Lett Thompson. Congratulations on being the second winner there. And
email us
info at FunkyBrims.com. And those of you who have been messaging the page, I've been really busy with the day job lately. So, and just a little bit slower getting back. Kathy, who a lot of you have met or seen, has been helping man the FunkyBrims page. So if you're sending messages to the FunkyBrims page, she's getting back to you a lot quicker. And so, you can always get there if you need to get through quicker as well.
And I like the emails because if you email, I'm on it as well. So if you do the info@funkybrims.com, I'm seeing it too. So I can grab him and get an answer and then shoot it right back to you a little quicker sometimes too.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, congratulations, Christy.
And earlier it was David, right?
And earlier it was David. Yeah. So David Goodlett and Christy Thompson both won a Mucrose cap this week. And so yeah, let us know what you want there, and we'll stay on. Any questions you have, anything like that, please ask away.
Ryan said his day job's getting in the way too.
I know.
It's getting in the way of our hats.
Sometimes. I know.
Yeah. It's that whole earning money thing, man.
Yeah. So I appreciate you keeping me up to speed via email on my order restock. Yeah. I mean, some of you, again, we did have I will say we had one shipment from Hologram, which usually gets here quick. I am not sure what happened, but it should have been here by now. And it actually got turned around in Germany.
Really?
And last I said, and we're trying to intercept it and get it going back the right direction, but they were returning it to sender because the service was not in this
Good luck
area.
To you. I mean, I had the same problem.
There's some weird stuff out there again with some of that stuff. But can they show some of the feathers?
Oh yeah.
All right, you talk for a second. Are you want to go grab it?
Yeah, I'll go grab it. Do you want the album?
Just bring the whole album. Yeah.
Remind them of when the drop is. Somebody just asked.
Yeah, the drop is at noon tomorrow, 12 o'clock Central Time tomorrow, Friday, the 15th. So somebody asked, who's in shop Saturday? Kathy will be here on Saturday. I'll be around on Saturday. There's a lot going on. There's a whole festival parade. All kinds of stuff going on in Main Street.
Hey, I'm the MC of that parade.
Sarah is the MC of that parade. If you were there, you would be able to hear her tell jokes.
All morning long.
All morning long. I'll be there heckling somewhere. So let's see here. So somebody wanted to see the feathers. So you can kind of see we've got a whole book here, but I will show some of the more interesting ones. Got a lot of browns and that sort of thing. And if you ever, want to picture some of these, we've got quite a few. Got some longer ones, if I can show them there. But I see some color coming up here as well. So we do have everything from pink to blue. Got a nice, those of you who have the right cap for it, that's a great green, long green feather there. If you had the right sort of Irish looking cap there, that would rock. And so, yeah, we got some of them that are a little, bigger and more ornate. And so there you go. Lots of choices here. You can kind of see this book just keeps on going and going and going on back. So maybe one of these days would be a good idea for us just to kind of flip through it and shoot a video or something like that we could show. So, somebody asking about the Mucrose Newsboy again. So let me get those out and show you those. The Mucrose Newsboys, of course, in this blue one, we're going to have a flat cap version as well. So that's those two, the Mucrose Newsboys. First three we brought in are this one, which is a navy check. I think it's just on there as navy. Going to see, I'm impressed. They do a really good job of kind of matching everything up. We also have the dark green, which is going to be this one right here. Dark green herringbone, black and green. And then we have the lighter green, which is more of a plaid. And you can kind of see they did a good job matching everything up. And so that is that one. Those are the Mucrose ones. And let's see, what other questions do we have? When I hit that earlier, I messed up my screen just a little bit, but there we go. We'll survive it for now. So yeah, those Newsboys are nice. They really are. And
what's going on here? We're seeing the top of your head.
Yeah, I know. So I think,
I don't
know what happened there, but there we go. Well,
no, hold on.
There we go. There. All right. That'll work. Any new Alfonso caps coming? Yes. I will say that we have a whole sort of spring and summer line, olive ours, potentially a new masterpiece, all of that stuff that's going to be shipping from Italy tomorrow. So I got a lot of those. Coming.
You really messed this thing up.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Just leave it alone and go with it.
Nobody wants to see the top of your head. You don't even have a hat on. You're naked.
So the drop caps, again, is this is the Newsboy, and they're all going to come with this pen. Sophia pen. This is the Newsboy. This is going to be $84. All these drop at noon tomorrow. Flannel drops at noon tomorrow. We have the flannel flat, which is going to be $74. And then the yellow linen, which is going to be $78. So again, the code Live15 does not work on the new drops, doesn't work on the collaborations, can't work on the Boston Scally. We can't discount those, but works on everything else in the store. Paul Spencer says he's waiting on Laird. Yes, they are in the works as well. So dragon scales and new colors and all kinds of stuff. So Laird would be fun. Also that hot teal. Ordered some more of that hot teal that sold so well last year. And some more of that will be coming as well.
Woody woot woot.
The yellow Cord Alfonso, we're actually checking into that. I actually think that's a fall-winter cap. And so let's see, what's the bottom of the bill look like in that cap? I'm not sure. This one here, we have some of the flannel under the bill. On the flannel flat, it's just yellow on top and bottom. And on the Newsboy, it is going to be this same sort of geometric pattern that is kind of the second one back on the Newsboy. So there we go on that. And Dean said his Starkowski history. I wouldn't say their history. I've actually talked to him in the last couple of weeks. Just trying to do something that makes sense for everybody. And we'll see that those kind of things can always pop back on. Christy Lett Thompson, one of the winners tonight, said, anything coming for July 4th? Yes. Just to keep that simple, yes. So, kind of think of it as being the same scale as we did for St. Patrick's Day. There will be a custom patchwork, similar, well, not similar to, but in the same way we did this custom patchwork, which is, us starting out and, working any of the materials that are being dropped at that time into it and picking out, I think we needed a total of 12 or 13 different fabrics on this. I've done the same thing for July 4th. So, of course, for those will be dropping early enough to so that you'll have them in plenty of time for July 4th. So, yeah, lots of good stuff coming for July 4th. Hale's going to have shirts, short sleeve, long sleeve, shakas, all kinds of stuff. So it'll be good. 2 different kinds of pins again. So yeah, don't worry. We're gonna take care of you for the July 4th. We got you. So again, number of hats. Of course, will be a patchwork Newsboy, all kinds of stuff on that one. So, yep, come in before too long. I mean, those will be dropping sometime in June. So let's see here. Any more questions? We're happy to stay and talk for a while. But I feel like we've kind of covered everything, and so we'll sign off here. We will be back next Thursday night again, and showing another drop that you guys are going to like, and or I think you'll like as well. And so we appreciate everyone being on tonight, and let us know if we can help you. And remember, the drop is at noon tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon Central Time, 1 o'clock East Coast, 10 o'clock West Coast. And code won't work for that, but the Live15 will work for everything else. And so you guys have a great night. Appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon.
Peace out.